If you're broke right now, like truly broke, not tight on cash, but wondering how you're going to eat tomorrow, feeling like the walls are closing in, trust me, I know what that feels like because I've lived it. At 22, I had no money, no home, sometimes just one meal a day. But what saved me wasn't luck, it was a shift in mindset. Today, I'm sharing the 5 mindset shifts that literally saved my life. So if you're broke, overwhelmed, or feel like your life is falling apart, watch this video all the way to the end. In this video, I'm not giving you get rich quick tips or hustle culture cliches. I'm sharing what actually helped me crawl out of rock bottom. These are the exact mindset shifts that helped me rebuild from being broke and homeless to building a stable life emotionally, mentally, and financially. And I promise you, if you take these to heart, they will change how you see yourself, your struggles, and your future. My name is Trish, and this is my truth. Let me take you back. I started a music studio at 21. It was my dream. I put everything into it: equipment, rent, marketing, every dollar I had, and every hour I could give. But after 2 years, it just wasn't sustainable. The ROI never matched the cost. I had to shut it down. And that was already hard, but it got worse. Around that time, the landlord told us we had to leave immediately. Apparently, they weren't following Singapore's rental regulations, so we were all evicted overnight. Just like that, I was broke and homeless. One meal a day, no bed, no safety net. I remember lying awake some nights, not even thinking about money, but wondering if I was failing as a person. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever felt like your entire identity was crumbling, not just your finances? Like you weren't just broke in your bank account, but broke inside? If yes, then do try out these mindset shifts. The first shift that changed everything for me was this: I stopped asking why me and started asking what now? Why me kept me stuck. It feeds victimhood. What now helped put me in motion. It forced me to look forward, even if the next step is small. I remember the moment I shifted that question. I was hungry, angry, confused, but I decided to act. That day, I offered freelance to help 3 people I knew. I didn't ask for charity, I offered value. That's when momentum began. Not hope, momentum. That's more powerful. The second mindset shift: being broke is something I was going through. It was not who I was. I had to stop identifying as a failure. I was broke, yes, but I wasn't broken. That changed how I showed up. I still wore clean clothes. I still held my head up, even when it felt heavy. If you see yourself as less than, you'll act like it. But if you see yourself as in progress, your actions will reflect that, and actions shape outcomes. Ask yourself this: are you carrying your situation as your identity? Or can you begin to see that this version of you is temporary? The third mindset shift, one of the hardest pills to swallow, was my pride. My pride was getting in the way of my progress. I didn't want to ask for help. I didn't want people to know I failed. But staying silent didn't protect my dignity. It just prolonged my suffering. The moment I dropped the ego, doors started opening. I offered services to friends. I asked mentors for guidance. That humility saved me. So if you're struggling, stop pretending you're fine. You don't have to scream for help, but you do have to be real and honest with yourself. The fourth shift was this: I used to freeze because I didn't have a 5 year plan. But I learned this: when you're drowning, you don't need a map, you just need a lifeboat. I stopped obsessing about how I'd rebuild everything. Instead, I asked, What's one small move I can make today that might look like saying yes to small freelance gigs, budgeting every dollar, reading books I borrowed for free, eating cheap but nutritious food, one step at a time. Eventually, I started moving towards stability and then beyond it. The last shift that hit me the hardest, I had to believe I was worth rebuilding. When life falls apart, sometimes it's not the money that breaks us, it's the shame. I had to forgive myself. I had to believe that I still mattered. And if you're watching this, I want you to hear this with your whole heart. You are worth rebuilding, even if no one else believes it yet. Start with you. I made this video for the person who's where I was, broke, scared, and feeling invisible. I'm not a guru. I'm definitely not perfect, but I survived it. And if I can, so can you. These 5 mindset shifts didn't make me rich overnight, but they gave me my life back. And I hope they help you take your first step back too. If this video helped you, do share it with someone who needs to hear it. Also, comment below and tell me, what's one belief you're ready to let go of to rebuild your life? And if you want to see more raw, honest, no fluff videos to help you keep going, do hit subscribe. Your support helps me keep creating content for people who are in the same fight I was in. You've got this. Keep going.